Hey guys, I'm Hannah Nordman for HotRoster Now, and this is what we've been playing for all season long. The fantasy hockey playoffs are underway, and basketball's right behind them, so it's time to polish up that lineup as much as humanly possible if you want to be polishing a shiny new Fantasy League winner trophy. I've got a couple waiver wire options for you that just might put you over the top on the way to a championship, so let's start on the ice. Now, Chris Meany's been preaching about this guy, and for good reason. Last year, Connor Sheary had 10 points in 44 games, and this year, he's got 20 goals alone and 43 points in 48 games. He's playing on the first line with Sidney Crosby, and the guy is still owned in only about 60% of leagues. Best of all, he's got 4 game weeks for the next 2 weeks straight, meaning plenty of opportunity to rack up some points for you. Listen to Chris, listen to me, go pick this guy up. If you like to ride the hot hands, it's a good time to invest in some Calgary Flames. They look unbeatable right now, matching their franchise-long win streak at 10 games with their win over Pittsburgh Monday night. So if you've got a hole to fill on defense, take a look at TJ Brodie. Over the win streak, he's got 6 points, 16 shots, and he's playing nearly 24 minutes per game. He's only been a minus player once, which can be huge in leagues that count plus-minus and on HotRoster cards. And at just over 50% ownership, he could still be available. Finally, if you're in tough for a goalie down the stretch, Antti Raanta should be your guy. With Lundqvist out for the next 2 to 3 weeks, Raanta will take over the workload and has proven himself as a trustworthy option with a .921 save percentage and 3 shutouts in 21 starts. His ownership is just below 50% in most leagues, so it's time to jump on him if you're in need. Over to the hard court, over the next 3 weeks, only 4 teams play 12 games, those being Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Washington, and the Clippers. So with that in mind, I've dug up a few waiver wire options targeting those teams specifically. Jeremy Lin has looked decent since returning from injury in late February, but even more so in the past few. In his last 5 games, he averaged 16.6 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and his minutes are increasing every game, topping out at over 27 minutes on Sunday. The risk is always there when it comes to injury. He's been sidelined for big chunks of time twice this year, but this could be the kind of move that sneaks you into those fantasy finals if you need help at the point guard position. Bojan Bogdanovic has been pretty much lights out since being picked up by Washington, as long as you forget about that first appearance. Since then, he's averaged 17 points, 2.6 triples, 2.7 rebounds, and just 1.1 turnovers in 25.5 minutes off the bench. He's shooting 51.6% from the field, and while he won't do much beyond points and long bombs, he's a decent low-risk option. Finally, he's a bit of a stretch, but Tony Snell is worth a look. Over the past week, Snell's been the 21st ranked player in 9 category leagues with 14 points, 2.8 threes, 4.8 rebounds, and 1.6 assists in 31.3 minutes per contest. He's not a main guy in Milwaukee, but he's started every game, and he should be available in almost every league if you're looking for that hot hand on a team that's about to see a lot of court time. Remember to check out HotRoster's NBA and NHL cards available tonight, and for those of you who don't know what HotRoster is, check it out. Go to HotRoster.com, download the app, give it a try. It's like no other fantasy game you've ever played. And then for help winning the game, check out HotRoster Today with Cam Stewart and Garion Thorne every weekday at 4:30 Eastern on the Fantasy Sports Network and 6:30 Eastern on Game TV. For HotRoster Now, I'm Hannah Nordman.